At magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ang pinapanood nyo ngayon ay ang Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. Ang game na mapapanood natin ngayon ay sa pagitan ng College of St. Benilde Blazers at ang College of San Juan de Latran Knights. And we will be going to the courtside para sa short interview ni CJ with CSB's head coach to get his inner thoughts on the game today. Go CJ!
Thank you, Migs. Mga kaliga, kasama natin ngayon ng head coach ng CSB Blazers, Coach Pao Layo. Coach Pao, what can you say about the buzz surrounding the team, especially after winning the championship in another league against teams with veterans and ex-pro players?
I think for us, since day one, our message has always been about constant improvement and trying to improve day in and day out. Every practice, we just keep emphasizing, let's just get better today. So we're not so worried about what other people think about us, but it's more about our own expectations and our own standards. So for our own standards, we really just want to focus on improving so that we can get ready for next year.
Coach Pao, is there someone you want to give a shout out to or say thanks to?
I want to just say thank you to all our supporters, especially Boss Frank, Boss Andoy, Sir Nilo, Sir Renji, everyone who's been supporting the team. Obviously, we wouldn't be where we are. Our program wouldn't be where it is right now without them.
Thank you so much, Coach. Back to the panel.
And CSB's head coach has spoken. Discipline, focus, and constant improvement will be the focus of their program, so we can expect nothing short of a nail-biter between CSB Blazers and the Letran Knights for today's game. And the referees for today's game will be Ruben Agbalo, Winston Veloso, and Henyo Flores. They will be officiating our game for today here at ENDERUN Colleges, and today's flashing on your screen are the starting lineups for Latran and Benilde. Ian Torres and Cometa will come up with the backcourt. For CSB, Montecillo and Pradella will be on the other side. Centers are Dima Onahan for Latran and Serrano for CSB. Eusebio and Oli for the front court of the Blazers, and Gibao and Oreo will be the front court for Latran. So I will be turning it over now to the Barker for the announcement of the starting five.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. Here inside it's a 4-hour competitor of the PINOYLIGA Cup. Our first game on our PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup. It's a matchup between the CSB Blazers and the Latran Knights. Now, Stephen Summers first for the CSB Blazers. Point guard representing Ian Torres. Shooting guard representing Center number 3, Serrano. Small forward number 0, and a power forward representing Coaching the Blazers is Pao Layo. And now let's meet the starters for the Latran Knights. Point guard representing Montecillo. Shooting guard representing James Pradella. Center number 44, Marcos Simona. Power forward representing Oreo. And that's small forward representing David. For
At magandang tanghali ulit sa inyong lahat. Ang pinapanood nyo ngayon ang Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup. Ang labanan sa pagitan ng Colegio San Juan de Latran at ang College of St. Benilde Blazers. Ako nga palot ang yung resident commentator Migs Gonzalez. Let's watch this one hell of a Pinoy Liga Next Man Cup game. First possession ending in a turnover for Benilde. And Letran will be inbounding on the sideline. Montesilio. Screen being set by Dimonan. Montesilio, early offense on that left side as he sinks that three to kick the game off with 3 points. Cometa for Benilde. Fighting over the screens are both teams. And that is a foul on Letran as they try to hold off that Benilde offense. And they will have 14 seconds to work with in this possession. Torres to Cometa. Looking for allies here. Screen set by Serrano. Gives it back to Torres. Torres, good defense by Letran on this possession. Torres has to put up the emergency shot and puts it in as the shot clock is winding down. Letran now has a chance for offense. Di Maonahan on the outside. Montesilio, same spot, different result. He is short on that three-pointer. Benilde will try to push here. Pull up three by Cometa on that right side. Yes, sir! Cometa answers back from that Montesilio three earlier. Di Maonahan now on the outside again to Pradella. Pradella trying to shake off that Benilde defense of Oli. Pradella power move on the inside for the 2 points. Ties the game at 5 with 8.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Eusebio could have been a great pass on to the inside but broken up by Letran. Good heads up defense by Letran on that possession. CSB now has 14 seconds left to work with. Torres left open on that right side. Can't make them pay. Letran will look to push here. They do not see numbers. But great defense by Torres, but there's a foul on that play. So Gibao will go to the free throw line for 2. And to all those watching on Facebook and or YouTube Live, you are watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. Major sponsors Antbox, Kickstart Coffee, Sticko, and Slick Tight Hair Pomade. And syempre maraming salamat sa ating owner and founder Benny Benitez at ang ating commissioner na si Wilson Ang. Gibao makes the second, completing that free throw trip. Full court pressure being applied by Letran. Cometa easily breaks it down, up and under move, no go. Letran will try to push here. Montesilio kicks it to the right side three, yes sir! Letran running that fast break to perfection as Gibao sinks that three on the right side. Torres to Eusebio, left alone on the top of the key, no go. Letran will now assess the offense. Gives it to Di Maonahan. Gives it to the post kay Pradella. Quick move on the post with a basket. May kasama pang foul. Pradella, 2 good and big powerful plays on the inside, resulting in quality points for Letran. And just like that, it's a 7-point lead now for Letran early in the first quarter. So Pradella now has a chance to complete the 3-point play. Short on that one. Tapigan ng bola at pupunta sa Benilde ng possession. Torres magbababa para sa mga nakaputi. Gives it to Serrano. Handoffs, screens for Benilde. Oli is open on the left side. Connects on that three-pointer. Cuts the lead down to 4 now. Montesilio trying to shake off that Cometa defense. Gibao, top of the key. Hands it off to Pradella. Pradella being guarded by Oli. Oli, good defense on the inside. Great team defense by Benil there, stopping that Pradella drive. Cometa. And Benil drives on that right side strong. Serrano on the inside. Sorry, Eusebio rather. And Letran mishandles the basketball. And the ball will go back to Benil. Six and a half minutes left to go in the first quarter of the ball game. 8-12 is our score. Letran leads by 4. 7 seconds left to work with. Benil has to go quick. Torres pick and roll with Serrano. Give and go play high-low with Eusebio. No. Eusebio cleans it up. And that should have counted, because the ball hit the rim. And there is a foul called on Letran on the play. So Eusebio will go to the line for one more as he completes the end one opportunity. Eusebio has a chance to cut down the lead to 1 for Letran. And yes, sir. 11-12 now with about 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Montecillo barking orders for his teammates and gives it to Di Maunahan. Hands it off to Gibao. Gibao, strong drive on the inside. Butata, inabot ni Eusebio. Good defense by Benil. Letran now has 9 seconds to work with. Referee signals a stop to the play. And that is a offensive foul on Letran. So the ball will go back to Benil. Pressure defense being applied by Letran. Broken up by CSB. Torres trying to ward off that Montecillo defense. Trying to find an opening in the perimeter. Finds Cometa, mid-range jumper. That was no good. So the ball will go back to Letran with 5.5 to go as they cling on to this 1-point lead here in the first quarter. Montecillo driving hard to the basket behind the back play. But that is a check foul on 72 Cometa. And Ancheta will be checking in for Cometa for CSB. And Letran now has 30 seconds to work with on this possession. They have to go quick now. 5 seconds now. Strong drive to the inside, but there's a foul on Oli. So Letran will go to the free throw line for 2. Fouled on that play was Gibao, number 36 for Letran. And for those watching live and online, magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. You are watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. And we would like to acknowledge and thank our owner and founder Benny Benitez and our commissioner Wilson Am. Gibao makes a second free throw. Completing that free throw trip, pushing the lead to 3 for Letran. Ancheta will take the 1 position. Great play to the inside, but could not finish that inside play was Torres, so he will go to the free throw line for 2. And Torres makes that first free throw. And Torres makes that second free throw and he completes that trip. Substitution coming in for Letran. Galoy will be checking in for Gibao. So Letran will be inbounding from the backcourt. Pressure being applied by Benilde, but Letran easily breaks that. 16 seconds left to work with Montecillo. Gives it to Pradella. Multiple screens being set there on the inside. Di Maonan asking for that post. Inside play erased by Eusebio. Access denied. What a great block by Eusebio on the inside, anticipating that layup attempt by Letran. Letran has 5 seconds to work with on this possession. Who will they go to? Anticipated by Torres. Torres, fast break opportunity for CSB, but turnover there, and Letran will regain possession. Estrada, flurry of moves. Good defense again by Torres, but could not complete that steal attempt. And the ball will stay with Letran with 15 seconds left to work with, 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Oreo gives it to Galoy on the right wing. Strong drive on the right side. Galoy kicks it out to Montecillo. Pull-up jumper. Yes, sir. That's good. Benilde now will set their offense, courtesy of Ancheta. Sanchez on that top of the key. Gives it to Oli. Ancheta. Good defensive rotation by Letran. Oli gives it to Serrano. Good ball movement by Benilde, but could not connect on that three-pointer. Letran. Estrada, pull-up jumper on the right side, short. Offensive rebound by Letran. Strong move, but no foul called. Torres gives it to Serrano. Sanchez rather, and finishes that strong inside play for the 2 points for Benilde. Pressure being applied by Torres here on the backcourt, and there's a foul called on Ancheta. And substitutions will come in. Ondoa will come in for Oli, and substitutions as well for Letran. Brillantes will check in. And we are in the penalty, so Montecillo will be shooting 2 free throws. Misses that first free throw is Montecillo, and he splits that free throw trip, making both. Making the second rather. Benilde will inbound now. Hounded by the defense of Batalier on the backcourt. Ancheta easily breaks it though. Torres gives it to Sanchez. Trying to look for allies here. Ancheta. Good defensive rotation, but still good ball movement also by Benilde. And that is one step too many, as he was dancing the cha-cha when he was supposed to be dancing the tango, so he will be whistled for the travel. So Letran will gain possession as they cling on to a 2-point lead here in the first quarter. These two teams are getting scrappy. I'm not sure if this is very apparent on the live stream, but two very physical teams. Masipag, good rotation, good ball movement. Estrada, flurry of dribble moves on Torres. Backing down, and that is an offensive foul on Estrada, as Torres fished for that. Could have been a good acting job by Torres also, but we have to respect the calls of the referees, of course. Looked good from my side. Sanchez will inbound for Benilde. Torres still being hounded by Batalier. And offensive foul by Ancheta, as he is bothered by that Batalier defense. And I am telling you, these two teams are getting very physical early. A scene for things to come in this ball game. Go. Hands it off. Galoy on the outside. Pick and roll play by Letran, broken up by Benilde. Ancheta will try to finish the fast break and wards off the defender using his body, and gets the 2 points. Batalier will bring it down for Letran. Batalier gives it to Galoy. Galoy surveying the defense. And that will be a foul called on number 17. That is a holding foul on Benilde. And as early as now, Benilde is actually already over the penalty. So this is resulting in free throws for Letran. Easy points that could contribute to a lead. And of course, for teams like this, you would not want to give any easy opportunities. But luckily there, Galoy misses that first free throw. And he makes the second one. Splits that free throw trip for Letran. Balikig for Benilde now. Hounded still by that Batalier defense. Vanguardia. Strong drive for Benilde. Tried to use that right hand to lay it up, but no. Letran trying to the post now kay Go. Quick drop step, but butata, inabot ni Ondoa. Good defense on the inside. Double teamed was Go on the inside. And CSB in and out on that fast break. Letran saves it. Good hustle by Letran. And Estrada will survey it now. Estrada pull-up jumper, that's short. And cleaned up by Sanchez. Sanchez. Coast-to-coast play, but met with the defense of Letran. Ondoa floats it up. Yes, sir! Ties the game at 19 with less than 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Batalier will bring it down now for Letran as the shot clock reads 18. Brillantes gives it back to Estrada. Outside this goal, top of the key three, no hesitation, no. And the referee signaled a stop to the play, and he signaled 2 free throws. That is a call on number 24. That's a push. And Eusebio will check in for Sanchez. A change of big men for Benilde. And for all those watching, you are watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. For those watching on Facebook and or YouTube Live, and of course to our live audience here in ENDERUN Colleges, Taguig City, magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta at pagsubaybay sa aming liga. At syempre, ang ating owner and founder, Benny Benitez, and our commissioner in attendance, Wilson Ang. As we approach the final seconds of the first quarter, Benilde will look to write the last sentence of the first chapter as they are still hounded by the Letran defense. Sanchez bothered. Good drive but stripped by Letran. Ondoa, alley-oop play. Napaganda pa. Great heads-up play by the point guard there. And the first quarter has come to an end. 21-20 is our score as Benilde clings on to a 1-point lead as we end the first quarter. We'll be back in a few moments for second quarter action here at ENDERUN Colleges. The buzzer has sounded, and that signals the start of the second quarter. between the Letran Knights and the CSB Blazers. We ended the first quarter with a 1-point lead by Benil, 21-20. So we will see if the second quarter will pan out differently for Benil and or Letran. Only time will tell. Early foul by Batalier. And Benil will be inbounding. Very early foul, 4 seconds into the second quarter. But that is just Batalier's first foul. Balikig gives it to Ondoa. Swinging it to the left side. Looking for allies. Balikig still hounded by the Letran defense, but good ball movement still. Mishandles that ball and turnover completed. Good defense by Letran. Estrada nagmamadali. And the referee whistles that there is a push on number 20. That is Sanchez for Benil. And Bayon will check in for Go. Galoy will be inbounding for Letran. Gives it to Baikin. Baikin gives it to Estrada. Estrada trying to work on the CSB defense. Brillantes on the inside. Trying to show his power. Good defense on the inside by Benil. Turnover completed. Benil is looking to run. Ondoa finishes a fast break with the foul. And he will go to the free throw line for one more. And that is exactly what we're talking about when good offense starts from good defense. After they completed that turnover, that steal attempt on the inside from Letran, they ran the ball immediately. Ondoa finishing that fast break with the easy layup with the foul. And now he has a chance to complete the three-point play. And Ondoa misses. 3-point lead for Benilde. Bateler pushing it for Letran. Kicks it out. Pull-up jumper, may kasamang foul. And he drains that mid-ranger. And he will go to the free throw line for one more. That was Galoy on that play. So he will try to complete the end one. Kawamura checks in for Letran. And Galoy tickles the ring but could not complete that three-point play. Pressure being applied by Batalier. But Balikig crosses that ball. Eusebio. Good solid screen by Benilde. Up and under move but could not be completed by CSB. Letran looking to run. Kawamura. Benilde with now with a 5-man defense on the half court. Batalier sees a mismatch. Attacks the defense of Eusebio. Gives it to Brillantes. Could have been a steal by Benilde pero napaganda pa. As Brillantes finishes that play for Letran. Sanchez gives it to Ondoa. Ondoa. Pull up jumper on the left side. In, out, and in again for Benilde. And change favor. Benilde gets the lead again. 25-24. Go ahead pass, but hit on the head there was the Letran. So the ball will go back to Benilde. And for those watching on Facebook and or YouTube Live, you are watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. We'd like to acknowledge and thank our commissioner and founder, our owner and founder rather, Benny Benitez, and our commissioner Wilson Am. CSB. Torres to the inside. Power move as he puts up that layup, barely seeing the ring. And he will go to the free throw line to complete that end one play. So Torres will try to complete this three-point play. And he does. 4-point lead now for the Blazers. 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Montecillo pushing the ball, gives it to Brillantes. And that is a travel whistled by the referee on Brillantes. So that is a turnover. And the ball will go back to Benilde. Pressured by Montecillo in the backcourt. Torres gives it to Sanchez. Sanchez. Left-hand drive. Nagpakita ng power doon. Towered by the Letran defense. And strong move again on the inside for the Blazers. As Sanchez finishes that hook shot on the inside, may kasama pang foul. Back-to-back and once for Benilde. And Go will check in from Brillantes for Letran. And Sanchez could not make that free throw. A chance for offense. Montecillo gives it to the top of the key kay Galoy. Swings that ball. Shows his power to Ondoa but could not get that fadeaway to go. Left alone on that right side. Letran for three. Yes, sir! Nothing but the bottom of the net para kay Baikin. And Torres now for the offense of Benilde. Sanchez, left wing jumper, short. Letran now will push. Montecillo calling that screen for on Go. Nice pick and roll play kay Go but broken up by Benilde. Benilde sees numbers, gives it on Do on the inside. Extra pass to Sanchez. And that is 2 points for the Blazers. 5-point lead now for Benilde. Montecillo gives it to Baikin. Binalik kay Montecillo, top of the key. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Where will Montecillo go? Baikin. No good on that three-pointer. Go. Stretches his very long hands for the 2 points for the short stab. 29-32 now is our score. Benilde clinging on to a 3-point lead as Sanchez has whistled for the offensive foul. And Letran will get back the ball here in the second quarter with less than 6 minutes left to go. So Letran will be inbounding in the backcourt. Montecillo gives it to Baikin. Baikin, strong drive on the right side, puts it up off the window and in for Baikin. Strong move there for Letran, cutting the lead down to 1 now. Torres swings it to Galas. And the referee whistles a stop to the play. And that will be a foul on 77, Montecillo. That is Montecillo's first personal foul. So Cometa will go to the free throw line for 2. And of course, our PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack would not be possible without our sponsors Antbox, Sticko, Kickstart Coffee, and Slick Tight Hair Pomade. And Cometa will now shoot the second free throw for Benilde. And makes that second. And substitution coming in for Letran. Tangkay will be coming in for number 8 of Letran. That is Galoy. Quality minutes by Galoy. Montecillo now. Big set by Go. Another by Baikin. Swings it to the top of the key. Pull-up jumper by Kawamura. Yes, sir! Good on that floater. And timeout is called by Benilde. They have seen enough. That game is tied at 33 with about 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. We will be back in a few moments for more second quarter action here in the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup. And we are back to the action here in the second quarter. Coming from that Benil timeout, 33-33 is our score. An exchange of leads has been the story of the ball game so far in the first half. We will see if either team can pull away, or will this just be an exchange of leads to the very end. Only time will tell. Benilde will be inbounding in the backcourt. And the full court pressure being applied. Full court man-to-man pressure at that by Benilde, by Letran rather. Forcing that bad pass. But Benilde gets the friendly bounce, was number 42 on that fadeaway. That was Galas for Benilde. Montecillo now to Go. Go hands it off. Passes it to Go on the post. Strong move on the inside, but met with the wall of Serrano. But he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. So Go will go to the free throw line now. Makes that first one. Makes that second. Completes the free throw trip for Letran. 35 all again. Another deadlock in this game. And Cometa will bring it down for Benilde. Cometa gives it to Torres. Hounded by the Letran defense. 7 seconds left to work with. Oli hounded by Letran. Emergency shot, no go. And they will get a fresh 14. Torres on the left wing. Yes, sir. Torres connecting on that 3-pointer from the left side. Go now for Letran. Gives it back to Montecillo. Pick and roll play. But good defense by Benilde. 10 seconds left to shoot for Letran. And that is a holding foul on Oli. So Letran will be shooting 2 free throws because Benilde is in the penalty. And Kawamura makes that first one. And good on that second was Kawamura. Torres now will survey for Benilde as he brings down the ball. Serrano hands it off back to Torres. Torres now. Oli passing it to the wrong man. So Letran will see numbers. They will try to run this fast break. Baiken, easy layup with the right hand. And that is 2 points for Letran. Another steal by Letran. Good defense there. So Montecillo says we'll reset and get a good quality shot here. 5 seconds left to go. Montecillo, step back 3-pointer. That is short. Agawan para sa rebound. Benilde comes up with it. Torres running it. Gives it to Galas. Fake on the left side. Yes, sir. That's good on that hook shot. 1 point lead now again for Benilde. Letran will bring it down. Tangkay. Swings it to Go. Gives it to the left side. Drive, pull up, jumper. No good. That is air ball. Galas controls the rebound for Benilde. Benilde will look to run here. Torres pass to the left side. Oli left all alone. No go. And Montecillo will bring it down. Gives it to Kawamura. Right wing jumper. No go. Tapigan ng rebound Benilde, and this should be an easy layup for Torres as he converts on that fast break. And timeout will be called by Letran. 42-39 now in favor of Benilde. 3-point lead for the Blazers. We'll be back in a few moments for more second quarter action here in the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup. And we are back to the action here in the second quarter with about 2.5 minutes left to go. We went into that break with a 3-point lead for Benilde as Letran took a timeout. So we will see what Letran has planned to regain this lead here in the second quarter. Pressured by Benilde here. Letran. Baikin left on the outside. Swings it back. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Letran has to go. Pull-up jumper, no good. And referee will whistle a stop to the play for 2 free throws. And that is a foul on number 3. That was Sorry, that was number 13 rather. So Eusebio from Benilde will shoot 2 free throws. And Eusebio makes that first one. And Eusebio completes that free throw trip for Benilde. Full court man-to-man pressure now being applied by the Blazers to try and maintain this lead here. Trying to end with a bang here in the first half. Montecillo breaks that full court pressure. 12 seconds left to work with for Letran. Who will they go to? Go. Drives to the inside, loses the ball, but Letran controls it. Floater on the inside, no go. But Letran gets it back. 10 seconds left to work with. Strong drive. And Baikin will go to the free throw line for 2 shots as he is fouled on that layup attempt. That is a foul on number 20 of Benilde. That was Sanchez. Ondoa and Serrano checking back in for CSB. Baikin makes that first free throw for Letran. Good on that second free throw. Completes the free throw trip for Letran. Benilde now will bring down the ball with less than 1.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Rotates it to Torres. Torres, spin cycle move to lose his defender. Behind the back pass, but broken up by Letran. Baikin gives it to Montecillo. Could have been a great play if that pass wasn't broken up. Estrada, 14 left to work with. Estrada, a little push off on that play. And that is an offensive foul again on Estrada. Could have been another acting job by Torres. So that is a warning on Benilde for flopping. So Benilde will go back for possession. A warning was already issued, so Benilde should be careful about doing it again. Letran was obviously very frustrated in that call as they saw that that push off was clean. Torres now, 10 seconds left to work with for the Blazers. Eusebio with a screen. Torres hounded by the defense of Letran. Ondoa pulls up. Yes, sir, emergency. Last second shot for Ondoa. Gets it for Blazers. 5-point lead now for CSB. Estrada works on the defense of Benilde. Pull-up jumper, that is short. And Benilde will try to hold on for the last sentence of the second chapter here in the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup, presented by Shawarma Shack. 7 seconds left to work with. Torres, pick set there. Strong drive by Torres, puts it up among the towers of Letran. And what a way to end the second quarter by Torres. 48-41 now is our score as Benilde hangs on to a 7-point lead. As we approach the halftime break, we will be back in a few short moments for more non-stop action here at ENDERUN College's Taguig City in the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup. We'll be back.
Kay sigla ng gabi, ang lahat ay kay saya. Naghanda ang atin ng beef na shawarma sa bahay na ito at bukas ay araw ng Pasko. Maligayang Pasko po mula sa amin sa Warma Shack.
kaliga, kasama natin ang assistant coach ng Letran Knights, Coach Lou Gatumbato. Coach, what can the team do to make a comeback during the second half of the game?
I think we should focus more on our individual defense. There are lapses kasi during the plays of the CSB na nabibit yung mga players namin na dribble drive, ganun. So I think mas hihigpitan pa namin yung defense namin. And at the same time, yung mga bigs namin, they should be ready to help every time someone attacks the basket.
Coach, meron po ba kayong gustong pasalamatan or batiin?
Yun lang, sa buong Letran community, continue supporting the Letran Knights. And we hope kahit dito sa Pinoyliga, you continue to support us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach. We will be back after this break.
And as we approach the moments preceding the third quarter, we ended 48-41 was our score for Benilde. And as we can see, 9 out of 15 field goals ang Letran. Lamang sa rebounds ang Letran, pero in blocks, ramdam na ramdam talaga ang field ng Benilde. And we will proceed now to the third quarter for more second half action. So Letran will begin the second half, trailing by 7 against the Blazers. We will see if it will be another story for the Knights here the second half, or will it continue to be Benilde dominance? Strong move on the inside was Go. But that is an offensive foul. Whistled on Go as he tried to ward off that defense from the Blazers. So the ball will go back to CSB. Torres. Torres surveying the offense now. Ollie coming off that pick. Ollie, strong drive to the basket. At may kasama pang foul. That play was run to perfection for CSB. Ollie came off of those 2 picks and attacked the basket with no regard for human life. And he gets the basket, and he now has a chance to complete the 3-point play at the free throw line. He makes that free throw, pushing the lead now to 10 for Blazers. Letran now. Go. Gives it back. Good defense by Benilde. Estrada, pull-up jumper, no good. Benilde now will look to run. Gives it to Torres. Torres gives it back to the top of the key. Cometa signals horns. Serrano gives it back to Eusebio. Eusebio, top of the key, no good. Letran is looking to run. They see numbers. All power on the inside. No good on that layup. And CSB will get the ball again. Torres leaves it off to Serrano for the easy layup. Pushing the lead to 13 now for the Blazers. Montecillo now. Di discarte para sa Letran. Trying to look for the open man here. Estrada gives it to the right side. Go is open on that pop, but good anticipation by the Blazers. The Blazers are looking to run. Ollie gives it to Torres. Straight away 3. In, out. Montecillo will bring it down again for Letran. The Knights have to look for offense here, yet to break their drought. And the drought continues for Letran. Eusebio, power move on the inside. Good defense by Montecillo. Torres gives it to Cometa. Cometa laces that 3 on the right wing and extends the lead even further to 16. 15 rather. Good move by Estrada on that right side and breaks that drought for Letran as he scores that 2 points. 13 na lang ang kalamangan ng mga Blazers. And that is a foul called by the referee. That is a push on 29. And Brillantes checks in for Letran. And the referees signal for confirmation as they call on maintenance man to mop the floor to make sure that our players don't slip and slide. Because of course we want quality games, not injury field games rather. Safety first, always. And Benilde will be inbounding here. Torres at the top of the key. 12 seconds left to shoot. Ollie, top of the key, 3. In and out. Letran now has a chance for offense here. Estrada trying to look for allies. Strong move on the inside. Step back jumper, no. Go, strong rebound. That got blocked by Eusebio. But Go will have a chance for 2 free throws at the line as may kasamang balat dun yung block ni Eusebio. And for all those watching live and online, you were watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. We would also like to acknowledge and thank our owner and founder in attendance, Benny Benitez, and our commissioner in attendance, Wilson Ang. And communications by the referees. It looks like that substitution was not sanctioned. So the original lineup of Letran will come back. And Go will take his second free throw now for Letran. Pradella waits on the sidelines here for the substitution. And Pradella comes in for Estrada. So Benil will bring it down, being pressured by Letran here. Benil will inbound to Torres. Cometa gives it to Serrano. Eusebio rather. Good defense by Letran on that play. And the ball will go back to the Knights after absolutely hounding the Blazers on that possession. And that probably was a statement saying our defense is what we pride ourselves on. Do not count us out. Letran met with the Benil defense. And that is a 3-second call on Letran, camping in the paint. So the ball will go back to the Blazers now after that turnover. Whistling from that 3-second violation for the Blazers. Benil will bring it down now. Torres being hounded by Montecillo. Oli guarded by Pradella. Gives it to Eusebio. Good defense again by Letran. Covering all screens. Eusebio slipping and sliding, and that will be a travel call on Eusebio as he slips on that possession, giving the ball back to Letran. Parang nanonood ako dito ng episode ng Disney on Ice Parang dalawang dulas na yan on that side of the court. Montecillo passes it to Pradella. Pradella with 14 seconds left to work with for Letran. Montecillo, pick and roll play. Did not pass it to the big man. Wild shot. CSB will look to run. Cometa puts it up with the offhand and in. Converts that fast break was Cometa for Benilde. Montecillo now. Di discarte para sa Knights. Montecillo swings it to Guibao. Guibao. 5 seconds left to shoot. Covered by Torres. Brillantes has to put it up quick. 1 second left. And that's good for Go. On that cleanup job for Letran. Good attacking the boards there for Letran. Torres. Almost a turnover there. Torres gives it to Oli. Oli uncovered. No good on that three-pointer. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Pradella will give it back to Go, and they will reset their offense here. Go attacks the paint. Strong move on the inside, and Go makes a statement as he gets the Bruce and the deuce, and he will go to the line for one more free throw. Benilde breaks that press. And that will be a foul called by the referee on, I believe, is Batalier. And that is confirmed on Batalier, the foul, as he was whistled for a holding. So Ancheta will be shooting 2 free throws since Letran is in the penalty. And for all those watching online and live here at ENDERUN College's Taguig City, you are watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. Our owner and our founder is Benny Benitez in attendance here, and our commissioner also in attendance, Wilson Ang. Letran trying to break the Benilde press. Batalier going through a flurry of screens. Giving it back to Guibao. Guibao, quick move on the inside. Spins and gets that layup to go after a pretty move, losing the defender. And he will go to the free throw line to complete the end one play. And Guibao could not finish that three-point opportunity after that pretty spin and the layup. Good defense by Batalier. Hounded by Letran again. 9-point lead for Benilde, 60-51 here in the third quarter. 7 seconds left to shoot. Serrano gives it back to Torres. Straight away three-pointer, no good. And the ball will go back to Letran. Substitutions coming in for both teams. Pradella will bring down the ball for Letran. Pradella hounded by the Benilde defense. Good defense there by the Blazers. Good defense, good patience by Go to get that inside shot to go for Letran. And that cuts down the lead to just 7. Solid pick there by the Blazers, but that is whistled for the offensive foul on Serrano. He will not get away with that this time. So the ball will go back to Letran with about 3.5 left to go here in the third quarter. Batalier hounded by the defense of Ancheta. Baikin gives it to Guibao. Trying to find an opening is Letran. Batalier with 6 seconds left to work with. Uses the pick. Gives it to the inside, not a pick. But Benilde could not control the steal. So the ball will go back to Letran. With 1 second left to shoot, who will Letran go to? Batalier, emergency shot, no good. And Benilde will run. Ondoa, nagmamadali but does not see white, and he does not like that sight. Benilde looking for the opening here as they cling on to a 7-point lead here in the third quarter. And a foul is called on number 44. I believe that is Dima Onahan of Letran. So Sanchez will go to the line for 2 free throws for Benilde as they are in the penalty. Both teams have been struggling with foul trouble, both in the first half and here in the third quarter. Sanchez makes that first free throw. And completes the free throw trip is Sanchez. Pushing the lead now to 9 for Benilde. Batalier. Pressured by the defense of Ancheta. Good ball protection by Batalier there. 14 seconds left to go for Letran. Gives it to Guibao. Top of the key. Open is Pradella on that left side. A little push off on Ondoa. And that is an offensive foul on Pradella as the ball goes back to the Blazers. A little too much push on that possession for Pradella. So he is whistled for the offensive foul. Benilde now will inbound as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter of the ball game. Torres. Given to Sanchez. 12 seconds left to shoot. Sanchez gives it to Ancheta. Ancheta comes off that pick. Urgent pass to Torres. And Sanchez cleans it up for Benilde. Pradella now will bring it down for Letran. Baikin. 13 seconds left for Letran. Good, strong drive for Letran, but could not finish that layup. CSB handles it. Torres. And that is a kick ball on Letran, so the ball will go back to Benilde. 64-53 now is our score. An 11-point lead for the Blazers against the Letran Knights. Ancheta. Good defense by Batalier. Converting on that steal for Letran. And Batalier will look for an opening here for Letran. Pradella drives down the gut of the defense, but the referee's whistle a stop to the play. And that is a call on 14. That is a push on Ondoa. So Pradella will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And for all those watching again live and online, either on Facebook and or YouTube Live, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at pagsuporta sa PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. You are watching the match between the CSB Blazers and the Letran Knights. We are approaching the end of the third quarter. The score is 64-53 in favor of the Blazers. Sanchez misses that 3-point opportunity for the Blazers. So Letran will look to run. Pradella pushing that ball. One to beat. Gives it back to the outside. And the ball will sail out of bounds. And substitutions will come in for both teams as the ball stays with Letran. Letran now will inbound with about 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. And almost a steal there. And Letran trying to plead their case. And that is a technical foul on Letran for over complaining. And Letran trying to plead their case. So Cometa will go to the free throw line for the technical free throw. And the ball will go back to Benilde after this free throw. So Benilde now will inbound. Ancheta will inbound for the Blazers with about 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. Ondoa on that left wing. Met with the wall of Letran. Eusebio pulls up for 3, no go. Battle for the rebound, and CSB comes up with it again. Ancheta proving his power on the inside for a powerful layup on the inside for the 2 points for the Blazers. Galoy with about 40 seconds left to go. Tensions are high here at ENDERUN Colleges. And there's a holding foul called. So the ball will stay with Letran. And they will shoot free throws. CSB is in the penalty. Makes that free throws, Di Maunahan. 67-54 now is our score. A 13-point lead for the Blazers as we are approaching the last moments of the third quarter. Good on that shot is Di Maunahan. Ondoa gives it to Cometa. Cometa will set it up for Benilde. And gives it back to Ancheta. Ancheta, pick set by Galas. 10 seconds left to shoot. Cometa, good drive, step back, jumper on the 3, no good. And Di Maunahan pulls down the board for Letran. Montesilio gives it to the left side. Galoy, straight away, 3 on that left, no way. Benilde looking to run. They see numbers. 5-on-2 fast break. Cometa with the fast break jumper. That is good. And that ends the third quarter of the ball game. 69-55 is our score as CSB comes in with a 14-point lead to end the third quarter. We will be back in a few moments for fourth quarter action between these two very high energy teams. Don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. The fourth quarter of regulation between the CSB Blazers and the Letran Knights. After we ended that third quarter, 69-55 in favor of the Blazers was our score. 14 ang kalamangan ng mga nakaputi laban sa Knights. We will see if Letran can mount a comeback, which is actually very possible given the intensity and energy they've been playing with the whole game. It's just that some calls haven't been in their favor, but also some missed opportunities. So we will see if Benilde will come out with a dub or Letran will come back from behind and come out with a win here in the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup. Only time will tell. Ondoa, strong move on the inside, kicks it back to Cometa. No good on that three-pointer. Tapikan ng bola. Eusebio, strong move on the inside, but there's a foul. And Eusebio will go to the free. And Eusebio makes that first free throw after it rattled in and out, but it went in again. Completes that free throw trip for Benilde. And Letran being pressured by the man-to-man full court defense of Benilde. And that is a foul on Ancheta. And that is a technical foul on Ancheta. Number 17 for Benilde. That is a technical foul because he used a dirty finger on the referee. And that is not allowed. We have to respect our referees because they are the ones enforcing the rules in this game. And that is the fifth foul for Ancheta. He has officially graduated from this game. So now Cañete will come in for Benilde at the guard position. Montecillo will be shooting free throws now for Letran. He makes that first one, the technical free throw. So possession will go back to Letran now. (56-71) now is our score. Montecillo. 18 seconds left to shoot. And Letran, strong drive on the inside, but could not finish on that layup attempt. So CSB will look to run now. Blazers. Oh, and great anticipation defense by Letran. Montecillo will look to run. Gives it to the left side. Excellent fake. Good, strong drive by Letran, but could not finish that layup, so he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And Letran makes that first free throw. Misses that first free throw, rather. And in attendance is Rajko Torman. He was actually the previous Gilas head coach, and now he is the team consultant for the CSB Blazers. So we will see if some magic will rub off on Benilde, which is actually apparent right now as they hold this commanding lead over the Letran Knights. A brilliant mind behind the CSB offense. As I say that, Cometa drains that pull-up jumper on the left side for Benilde. Galoy left alone on that left side. In and out. Clean up jump for Dima Onan. Gets the foul and the basket. And he will go to the free throw line for one free throw. Balik mo na. Signal po ng ref. And substitutions coming in for Letran. Humawas will come in for Villarin. Letran will be shooting one more free throw. And referees are confirming something at the scorer's table. I believe it is the signals for substitution. So pardon my pauses whenever the ball is not live. And Dimaunahan in and out on that free throw. So Benilde will now take possession. Cañete will give it to Eusebio. Eusebio will dribble it to the left side on Doa, and that is an offensive foul on Benilde as the ball will go back to the Letran Knights, and they now have a chance to keep knocking on the door of this Benilde lead. That is Serrano's fourth personal as Sanchez comes in for Benilde and Cometa comes out. Torres goes back in. Montecillo now will bring it down for Letran. And for all those watching online and live here at ENDERUN College's Taguig City, you are watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. This is the battle between the Letran Knights versus the CSB Blazers. 73-58 is our score, with the Blazers having this commanding lead late in the second half. We will see if this second half will be more of this Benilde lead, or will there be a comeback on our hands courtesy of the Letran Knights. Humawas with a steal. Good defense on the backcourt by Humawas. And gives it to Dimaunahan. Humawas. And counter steal by Torres. And Torres will finish that fast break with an easy layup on the other side. And this PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. Our owner and founder is Benny Benitez in attendance, and our commissioner in attendance, Wilson Ang. And excellent reverse layup by Galoy rather. Cutting the lead now down to just 15 for the Blazers. Still being hounded on the backcourt is Benilde. Good energy defensively still by Letran. Torres. 10 seconds left to shoot. Ollie on that right side, and he laces that three-pointer. Montecillo barking orders at his teammates. He said, "We can win this." Gives it to Galoy. Galoy, strong drive. Puts up the mini floater short. Gets his own miss. Galoy gets the foul but could not finish the deuce. So he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And Guiba will come in for Letran. Guibao and Go will come in for Galoy, for Baiken rather, and Dimaunahan. Good shot by Galoy on that free throw. Baliktad. And both shots good by Galoy. And Ollie with a slam on the other side as he has left alone.
Na-add yung 2 points sa CSB. Na-add yung dalawang free throws sa CSB. Dapat 62-80.
And CSB will bring down the ball. Ollie gives it to Eusebio. And the referees will whistle a stop to the play as there's an offensive foul whistled on CSB. So the ball will go back to Letran. 18-point lead now for Benilde. Letran now will be inbounding at the backcourt. Montesillo will call the offense for Letran. Strong drive on the right side. Good defense by Benilde but could not convert. There is Letran. Kawamura on the left side. No good on that three-pointer. Agawan ng rebound and the ball will go back to Benilde. Technical foul whistled on Letran. There is a technical foul called on Letran. On number 8 of Letran for excessive complaining. So that is a costly foul for Letran. CSB can use these technical free throws to pull away. Ollie converts that free throw. And this could be the window that they need to bust this lead wide open with 6 minutes left to go in the final quarter of regulation. Torres bringing it down for Benilde. Good defense by Letran. Sanchez hands it off back to Torres. 14 seconds left to work with. Gives it to the inside. Cometa gives it in the post. Double teamed. Quick drop step on the inside. But that is a hold. A push rather on Letran. In the act of shooting, I believe so. Sanchez will go to the free throw line. I'm sorry, I retract that. That will be an inbound for Benilde. So Benilde will inbound with 14 seconds left to go. In the shot clock, Torres, top of the key. Cometa, strong drive on the inside, kick out on the left side, all wide open is Eusebio, draining that three from the left side, extending the lead to 22 for the Blazers. Montesillo now gives it to Kawamura. Kawamura, pull-up jumper that is short, and Benilde controls that board. Cometa zips it to the left side. Ollie laces that three back to back. Back to back threes para sa CSB as they extend the lead to 25 now here in the fourth quarter with less than 5 minutes remaining. The score is 87-62 in favor of the Blazers. We will be back in a few moments to see if Letran can mount a comeback against this 25-point lead of the Blazers. We'll be back in a few moments. And we are back to the action here in the fourth quarter, coming from that Letran timeout. 87-62. The Blazers lead here late in the fourth quarter with less than 5 minutes remaining. And for all those watching live and online dito sa ENDERUN Colleges, Taguig City, you are watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. Major sponsors Antbox, Sticko, Kickstart Coffee, and Slick Tight Hair Pomade. Our owner and founder in attendance, Benny Benitez, and our commissioner, also in attendance, Wilson Ang. Benilde now with possession. Gives it to Serrano. Serrano gives it to Sanchez at the top of the key. CSB trying to look for an opening here. Very good defense by Letran. Ollie pulls up from another zip code. That is no good on that three. Letran is looking to run. And that is a foul on Benilde, as Sanchez is whistled for that holding foul on Kawamura. And that is penalty. So Kawamura will shoot 2 free throws. 5 fouls na. Sanchez. And that is 5 fouls on Sanchez, so he will be graduating from this game. So Benilde will have to make the substitution. Dalawa na ang napag-graduate ng Benilde dito, so dalawang toga na ang kailangan bilhin. But despite the 2 graduating players, Benilde is still in the lead with 87-63 as our score. And Letran completes the steal, tapikan ng bola, and the ball will stay with Letran. Letran now looking for offense here. Montecillo on the left side. Good defense by Benilde. Go, fakes that 3, strong left hand drive, and that is a foul on the shot, so Go will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And that is 5 fouls as well on Serrano. So that is another graduating player for CSB. Go misses that first free throw. Both of these teams are making their debuts here in the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup, making their first impressions on everybody. As Go makes that second free throw, Letran with that trap on the full court, but Cometa breaks it. Cometa all the way to the hole, but CSB will reset. 14 seconds left to shoot. Good move here by CSB. And that is good. Montecillo will run now for Letran. Letran nagmamadali on this fast break. Powerful drive on the inside for Letran. And now the lead is down to just 20. 3.5 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. And good defense here, but broken by CSB. 16 seconds left to shoot. Good defense by Letran. Eusebio, sidestep on the inside. Could have gotten away with the travel, but cleanup job for CSB. And 2 points there for Letran. For CSB rather. 22 points na ulit ang kalamangan ng Blazers as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Montecillo gives it to Kawamura. Putting the moves on is Letran, losing that ball, and Benilde will look to run again. Ollie, 3-on-2 fast break for Benilde. Almost mishandles it. Step beauty para kay Ollie as he adds on more to the lead of Benilde. And that is an offensive foul called on Letran, I believe. So the ball will go back to the Blazers, and substitutions will come in for Letran. And Batalier will check in for Montecillo for Letran. A very fast-paced lineup here for Letran as they will try to run the ball even more against Benilde, trying to pressure them into some easy mistakes. Batalier still hounding Cañete on the outside. Backdoor play by Benild. Excellent play there as number 42 converts on that easy layup for the Blazers. Batalier gives it to Guibao. And we have reached the last 2-minute mark of our ball game. And these last 2 minutes are brought to you by the PINOYLIGA CUP merchandise. We are selling jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, and the displays and the designs rather should be displayed on your screen shortly. You can find us both on Shopee and Lazada. And if you can't find us there, you can also message us on Messenger for inquiries. So right now, black and gray is our displays displayed on your screen right now. So don't miss your chance to get your hands on limited PINOYLIGA CUP merchandise. Letran, strong move on the inside, but good defense by Benild. Less than 1.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Lim tapped away. Good defense by Letran. Kawamura gives it to Batalier. Batalier, and that will be an easy drive for Batalier on that left side. Benild still pressured by Letran. Less than 1 minute left to go here in the fourth quarter, and it is safe to assume that this ball game is sealed courtesy of Benild. This court is looking dark, but this win is looking light because Benild will come up with a win here against the very tough Letran Knights as Guibao sinks that three from the top of the key. Benild will just bring this down courtesy of Galas as they pass it to Lim. Cañete. Cañete, pass to the inside, no look pass. And the ball will go back to Letran. And there's less than 24 seconds left on the shot clock and game clock. So Letran will try to dribble it out as the last possession. Never mind, Estrada will go all the way and he will go up going for that layup, and there's a foul. So Estrada will shoot 2 free throws. And Estrada makes that first free throw. Completes that free throw trip is Estrada. And Benild will inbound as they try to come up with the last possession here. And Benild will just have to get this ball across. And that will end the mark. That will mark the end of our ball game here of the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. 99-76 is our final score. Benild CSB Blazers come up with the win in the debut of both teams. A dominant win for Benild over the Knights. And we will be back in a few moments to see who is the player of the game, who was the mastermind behind this Benild win. And we are coming back from this short break. 99-76 was our final score in favor of the Blazers. And our player of the game is no one other than Ian Torres, ending with 16 points and a flurry of offensive and defensive statistics. So we will go to our courtside reporter CJ Ang for our interview with Ian Torres. CJ?
Thank you, Migs. Mga kalika, kasama natin ang ating Antbox player of the game, si Ian Torres ng CSB Blazers. Ian, how were you able to pull away from Letran?
Siyempre po yung defense po namin tsaka yung system po ni coach pumatok po doon, kaya po siguro ganun po yung lamang po namin ngayon.
Ian, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko po siyempre po yung suporta po sa amin si Boss Frank po tsaka si mga tumutulong po sa CSB. Binabati ko rin po yung mentor ko po si Coach Egay Billones. Yun po talaga yung nag-alaga po sa akin. Binabati ko rin po yung mga pamilya ko, yung girlfriend ko, si Ronan po, tsaka si Justin Sanchez.
Thank you so much, Ian. Back to you, Migs.
And that was CJ Ang coming from our interview with Ian Torres, the player of the game of the CSB Blazers. And on behalf of the entire production team and me, Migs Gonzalez, your resident commentator, we would like to thank you for watching the PINOYLIGA Next Man Cup presented by Shawarma Shack. That was our game between the CSB Blazers and the Letran Knights. We will be back for more PLC Clubs games, and this game is between Kickstart and Coaches Incubator Project. We'll be back in a few minutes for that game. Stick around.
Bukas ay araw ng Pasko, kay sigla Maligayang Pasko po mula sa amin sa Shawarma Shack.